There is a significant shift in the global silver market driven by China's new export regulations, enacted in late 2025 and effective January 2026. These regulations, which impose stringent production and operational requirements, effectively eliminate 90% of Chinese silver exporters. This move, coupled with a 4-year deficit in silver supply, soaring demand from the solar industry, and the U.S. designating silver as a critical mineral, is poised to create a severe supply squeeze with profound implications for Western markets and technological advancements. New regulations effective January 2026 require Chinese silver exporters to produce at least 80 tons annually, effectively eliminating 90% of existing exporters and consolidating supply with state-controlled giants. The solar photovoltaic industry, which cannot substitute silver, is a major driver of demand, consuming 19% of global supply and growing rapidly, particularly in China. Silver supply is largely a byproduct of other metal mining, copper, zinc, lead, making it structurally inelastic and unable to respond to price signals. The market has experienced a 4-year deficit, with demand consistently outstripping supply. China's move mirrors its past rare earth playbook and positions silver as a strategic resource, potentially for geopolitical leverage rather than just market dynamics. The combination of reduced supply, high demand, and already depleted Western inventories is predicted to lead to a significant supply shock and price surge in early 2026, impacting critical technology sectors. China's Ministry of Commerce issued Announcement 2025, number 68, on October 30, 2025. This decree mandates that companies exporting silver must produce at least 80 tons annually to qualify for an export license. This is a significant increase from the 10 to 30 tons typically produced by most existing exporters. The 80-ton threshold, along with requirements for continuous export activity, 2022 to 2024, ISO certifications, and substantial credit lines, effectively disqualifies approximately 90% of current Chinese silver exporters. This consolidates the export market into the hands of a few state-controlled entities, such as China Non-Ferrous Metal Mining Group and Zijin Mining Group. This policy is not merely regulatory, it's described as an elimination designed to control the flow of silver. It follows a pattern seen with rare earth elements, where China leveraged its dominance to exert geopolitical influence. Silver is a critical component in solar panels, specifically in the silver paste used for electrical conductivity. Its unique properties make it irreplaceable. Alternatives like copper corrode, and aluminum lack sufficient conductivity. Demand for silver from the solar sector has grown exponentially. In 2024, solar panels consumed 232 million ounces, 19% of global demand, a significant jump from 60 million ounces in 2015. China's own solar capacity increased by 45% in 2024 alone. Analysts project solar silver demand to reach 273 million ounces by 2030, with total global demand potentially reaching 48,000 to 54,000 tons annually by the same year, while supply is only expected to meet 62 to 70% of this demand. A significant portion, 70%, of global silver supply is not mined directly but is a byproduct of mining other metals like copper, zinc, and lead. This means silver production is tied to the economics of copper, zinc, and lead mining, not silver prices. Even if silver prices surge, copper mines won't necessarily increase their silver output. The market has been in a deficit for 4 consecutive years, 2021 to 2024, with demand exceeding supply by an average of 215 million ounces annually. This deficit is exacerbated by the inelastic supply and the inability to quickly bring new mines online, 5 to 8 year lead time. China's strategy mirrors its 2010 actions with rare earth elements. After a dispute with Japan, China cut off rare earth exports, disrupting global supply chains for critical technologies like smartphones and electric motors. Silver is now considered even more critical than rare earths, powering a wider array of 21st-century technologies, including solar panels, semiconductors, 5G networks, electric vehicles, and AI data centers. By controlling a significant portion of global silver supply and implementing export restrictions, China is positioning silver as a strategic resource that can be used for geopolitical leverage, demonstrating its ability to weaponize resources without firing a shot. Western markets, particularly London and New York, rely on Chinese silver exports to fill supply gaps. Inventories are already depleted, and physical silver has become scarce, leading to premium spikes. In October 2024, China exported a record 660 tons of silver to London to prevent a market meltdown caused by short sellers unable to deliver physical metal. This act of saving Western markets has set the stage for China to now withdraw its supply. The activation of China's export restrictions on January 1, 2026, is predicted to coincide with peak demand for solar installations and the expiration of silver futures contracts. This is expected to trigger a delivery failure and a price surge, as Western markets will face a severe shortage without the usual Chinese supply. The U.S. Geological Survey adding silver to the critical minerals list on November 1, 2025, further highlights its strategic importance and opens avenues for national security-related tariffs or policies. This content provides a critical analysis of an impending silver market crisis, driven by China's strategic export restrictions and a confluence of high demand and inelastic supply. The key takeaway is that the market is not facing a typical supply-demand imbalance but a deliberate, geopolitically motivated supply squeeze that will likely have significant economic and technological ramifications. Understanding the interplay between Chinese policy, industrial demand, especially solar, the nature of silver supply chain, and historical precedents like the rare earth crisis is crucial.